Hey guys, welcome to Notsunality channel. Today we are going to do our 22nd question called subset. So it's based on backtracking. I hope you have gone through my previous videos so that you get a better clarity. So given an integer array nums of unique elements, return all possible subsets. Okay, they have given us a definition of subset. It's a subset of an array is a selection of elements, possibly none of the array. So you have a small portion of an array, okay, and you try all the possibilities, okay, all the selection of the elements, and then you get your subset or like the power set. So you have to get power set in your result, and the solution set must not contain duplicate subsets. Return the solution in any order. There should not be any duplicacy. So you have your input nums as 1 2 3. So your output is an empty set and a 1 a 2 1 2 3 1 3 2 3 1 2 3. So you can see that you have selected each and every element and there is no duplication here as well. If there is 1 3, there is no 3 1. Okay, so how are we going to solve this question? So here is a short display of selection of the elements. So you have an empty set. You can either select 1, you can either select 2, you can either select 3. Now you have after 1 you select 2, so you have 1 2 and you have 1 2 3. You backtrack and then you have 1 3 and here you have 1 2 3, and yeah, like you're checking each and every possibility and you get your answer. So let's visualize it more. Okay, so suppose you have an empty subset. Now your elements are 1 2 3. So initially you are at 1. You have two possibilities. You either choose 1 or you choose nothing. Okay, now you go to the next element. At 2 you can keep 1 and 2, or you can keep 1 as it is. Here also you have two possibilities. You can keep 2 or you can keep nothing. Now you are at 3. So at 3 you have 1 2 3. So you have 3 possibilities, or you can keep just 1 and 2. And now here you have 1 or 3, or you can choose nothing, so you can just keep it 1. Now here you have 2 3, and you can either keep it just 2. And here you have again two possibilities. You can keep 3 or you can keep it empty. So you have the following set, and at each level you are seeing that okay, here you have two possibilities, here you have 4, and then finally you have 8. There are like 8 possibilities to get your power set. So how are you going to solve this question? Okay, so now we know that we have to keep a function called backtrack, right? And obviously we need a result list to store all the possibilities. I'm also taking the length of the nums, okay, and storing it in n. Now we are defining a function, say backtrack, and we are taking start as our initial number or anything and your subset. Okay, now initially you have an empty subset, so you are appending it in result. So every time you'll append your subset in your result. So append subset. Okay, now why are we doing this? We are appending a copy of the subset. We are not changing the original thing, because what is happening is the subset gets updated every time. I'll explain this with an example. Suppose you have 1 2 3 as your subset. Now you have something like result dot append subset. Okay, this is your subset. Okay, so here you are appending your subset in the result, your original subset. Now suppose you update your subset as subset equal to 1 2 3 4. Okay, and now you append it in your this. And now when you print this result, so it should print 1 2 3 and then 1 2 3 4, right? But it will not do that. It will update all the subsets. Like what the output will be is your there's 1 2 3 4 comma 1 2 3 4. So it will make the changes in your previous subset as well. But you don't want this, right? You want to have this as your initial subset, and then you want to keep the add the updated one. So for that we are making a copy, okay, and we are using this notation. So I hope that's clear to you. Okay, now you'll have your you are iterating through the indexes. So for I in range start comma n is your length of the array. So you are adding the value to your subset, to your or subset. So subset dot append nums I. Okay, now here you're again calling the function, you're backtracking it. So backtrack, but this time you're going to increment your I value. Okay, so you are going to do I plus 1 because you want to check for the next element. So backtrack I plus 1 comma subset. Okay, now every time you, like when it reaches a certain limit, like when I reaches the value n minus 1, it will not continue further, right? It will have to backtrack to get next possibilities. So for that we have to pop the elements. We have to, from the subset, we'll have to pop the elements and check whether the new possibilities are there or not. So we are going to do subset dot pop. Okay, and here we are going, yeah, we are having our backtrack initially at 0 comma an empty subset, and you will return your result. I hope this is clear, and let's try running this. Okay. So if you have any doubts, like feel free to reach out to me. It's a simple solution. So I'll end this here, and yeah, feel free to ask your doubts to me, and thank you.